Okay, I don't know if anybody's here, so I don't want to get started until I see if there is a person that's going to be here. But I just got a phone call. There's something else good. There's somebody here. Wonderful. I just got a phone call that disturbed me to the point where I had to talk to somebody about it and had to talk about it on a large scale. I have another situation that happened here with a local occult shop owner that I will discuss later on tonight, because I thought about, should I say anything? And then my brain said, I slept on it. Yeah, you should say something. But what just happened to me, and I swear I think I'm going to stop putting my phone number. It's a Google Voice number because I do want clients to be able to reach me when they need me. But I get the strangest fucking phone calls. I get a phone call from an older white lady, and there were some key things that happened in this conversation that really disturbed me. I'm not going to talk about her personal situation or why she called me. I'm going to talk about some of the social issues that people are not really getting a grasp of and why we're dealing with the problems we're dealing with right now. So I'm on the phone with her, and she starts the conversation, and she's talking about her experience with magic. And then she says, well, I believe that, gula and hoodoo and witchcraft and all of those are all the same. And I said, no, they're not. They may reach the same goal. They may have different intersections and commonalities, but that doesn't make them the same. And so that's one of the problems that people that are within a tradition, especially a Black African tradition, have with appropriation. It is not all the same, At a higher level, people believe that all the gods are the same and we just call them by different names. And somehow, sometimes I just can't get down with that either. There's a reason why there are different gods. And I'm going to turn around because I got the windows in my eyes. So I had to correct her immediately. My spirit told me, because I was quiet. See, I talk a lot, and y'all know I talk a lot. But my spirit has kept telling me to be quiet. I'm even on here without makeup. I don't even know what's wrong with me. So my spirit said, be quiet and listen to this woman talk, because you're going to have to answer some very specific questions. And so she said, it's all the same. I said, no. And if you didn't get my explanation for it being all the same, when this is over, rewind it. Traditions are traditions for a reason. We're human beings. We have commonalities. We have things in our cultures that are similar. Sometimes different aspects of, thank you, Sean, different aspects of our cultures are similar, but they're not the same. And that's great. See, one of the arguments against racism that really burns my ass is that all these cultures, we should just come together. We're all the same. And people, because they want to act differently. So basically, because I have cultural traditions, and I want to act Black, whatever the hell that is causing the racial division. Right. They don't even know that Africa is a continent. And there are hundreds of thousands of different traditions there within people of differing skin tones, because I got Africans that look like me. That's right. Voodoo and Voodoo from Haiti is not the same. Okay? Hoodoo is not the same. And this is among Black people. We are different. The reasons that we are treated the way we are is because they think we all look alike. They think we are the same. And that is how our religions get appropriated. You never will see somebody that takes Catholic things and puts them into, say, the Muslim religion and say that's Catholicism. It's never going to happen. So here's an education on appropriation. That's the shit that pisses us off. When you come in and because you see that you don't fit, it's a square peg trying to go into a round hole. And because circles are without end. Okay? And then when you realize you don't fit in that hole, You're going to try to change things. You're going to try to make it fit you. That's fine and good. That's called your personal practice. That's called your personal gnosis. But the minute that you do some dumb shit and say that it is part of a tradition that you aren't even initiated into, that's where you made your first problem. As I said, that's where you really fucked up. So that was her first problem. I had to explain that to her. And then she said, well, you know, I am a worker, but I am blonde haired and blue eyes, everything that everybody hates right now. And I was like, whoa, stop. Just, I didn't even explain to her the fact that there's a tribe in Africa that has blonde hair and blue eyes. We didn't even go there. But it has nothing to do with hating all white people. And that is the mindset of those. And I explained to her, if you think that black people hate all white people, then that means that you do not understand the problem. You don't understand the problem at all. We don't hate all white people. This is what we hate. This is what I absolutely detest down to my soul. I hate people that purposely, racially oppress me and my people, kill us without reason, imprison us without reason, impoverish us without reason. They're killing our kids in Flint, Michigan with the water. And they don't mind if they take a few poor white folks with them along the way. That's what people don't seem to understand. The poor white people don't matter to these folks either. Secondly, what I hate are people who sit and do nothing while those people do that to us. And what I hate, what makes me want to whoop somebody's ass the most, is the motherfucker who tries to explain it away. Oh, but I didn't mean it like that. Or they didn't really mean it like that. Or he was scared for his life. You mean he was big and black? That's what makes me want to whoop somebody's ass. That will get you deleted. That will get you blocked. And it might get your motherfucking ass cursed. So here we go with the conversation. So that was, and I give people 3 strikes when I'm talking to them now. I'm growing. Yes, God, I'm growing. Because I didn't have the patience for this bullshit before. Okay? Okay, Jackson, I'm sorry you can't see the video. It might be a connection issue. The 3rd strike that just made me say, oh, I bet you got to get off the phone right now, was we were talking about something, and she was talking about all the problems with this country, and then she says, and I just don't see something about the Muslims when we have people here with our own problems. And I said, wait a minute. Do you know that because I'm all about science, statistics, and facts. I am probably the most cynical person that is a practitioner that you'll ever see, because I'm like, you got to show me the money. I wouldn't be practicing magic if it hadn't changed my life. Nope. I don't have time for things that aren't good for me. I just had to teach my daughter a lesson. She learned how to read. She's learning how to read cards last night. And her reading was everything Mama already told her, because, you know, my kids refuse to believe that I'm psychic. But I'm also a mama, and I've also fucked up, and I've made a lot of mistakes with men. And so I told her everything. The cards confirmed it. And now she needs to determine whether or not she's going to listen to my advice, and she did the reading. She's got to determine whether or not she will follow my advice, or she will be like some of my clients and go the other way. Hi, Aniaj. Hi, did I pronounce your name right? I'm getting it, girl. I'm getting it. Aniaj. Anyways, that's one of my girls. Tune in tonight, Aniaj, because you know I'm going to blow the roof off of that situation that happened last night. Okay? Yes, Michelle, stay woke, stay woke. That's what I want for us. And the people that I hate the most is plantation Negroes that will co-sign to all of that bullshit. But the thing that made me end this call, y'all gonna be so proud of the way that I ended this call. Okay? She said something about the Muslims and the problems with the world. And I said, whoa, stop, wait a minute. What problems do you actually think Muslims are really causing in this country? That's my smoke alarm. Stop burning things up. I'm on the internet. I cannot even believe you started cooking. You better do something about that. Can y'all believe this shit? I swear I'm going to kill her. I have 7 other women in my house this summer, and they try to kill me, y'all. If I'm dead, I'm looking at them. Jesus Christ. Shush, 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 shush. Black in America. Woo. Anyways, back to what I was saying. And that just like shook me. That Muslim, the Muslims. It's like saying the blacks or the Jews. That shit fucks with me. Yeah, the smoke alarms work. Woo, woo. So one of my ex-boyfriends sent me a smoke alarm and a fire extinguisher from my housewarming gift. I'm like, dude, what you trying to tell me here? Back to the Muslims. And then I said, whoa. How many problems do you think Muslims have actually caused in this country? Do you know that crazy white men with guns have probably caused more domestic terrorism than any Muslim ever thought of? Let's look at what happened in, this year. I'm sure more than 50 black people have been killed by crazy ass white people this year, whether they're police officers or not. You got this guy, and they said ISIS for the reason why he killed all those gay people in the nightclub. Don't be a fool. It is the great distractor. He killed all those people because he is part of a culture, whether it's Islam, Christianity, or any other religion that tells you being gay is wrong. And he was gay, and he wanted to die. And he felt like other gay people were the problem, so he took them with him. And that's why I explained to her, I'm like, no, I'm sorry. If you look at the statistics, more crazy-ass white people that have done more domestic terrorism, I guess you've forgotten about the Oklahoma City bombings. I guess you forgot about Charleston. I said, so please don't ever sit here and talk about the Muslim problem, because in this country, at this current time, and ISIS is very real, and they are destroying religious temples all over the world, and they do need to be dealt with. But at this very time, ISIS ain't our problem here. People like you are our problem. Well, I had an Egyptian neighbor, and, he probably was Muslim. I guess she's not heard of Coptic and all other kind of religions that take place in Egypt. But okay, Rosicrucian religion is based in Egyptian Kemetic practices. So just because you're from Egypt does not necessarily mean that you're a Muslim. In fact, that's one of the reasons why they have so much unrest there, because they're trying to fight a majority Muslim government. And then she said, but we communicated through food. And I said, you know what? I'm going to need you to stop right now, because you sound like when a white person says something out of pocket about a black person, and they say, oh, but I got a black friend. I was like, so really, that stuff you talked about when you started this phone call with me, when you wanted to pour your heart out about your magical issues because you think you've been cursed, when the fact is you're probably just lazy as fuck. You have lost me when you start talking all this crazy shit. You should have stuck to your magical problem and left it at that. That's the problem. You don't have to try to identify with us. We're human beings. You can just talk to us and tell us what the fuck is wrong. So in her examples of how she was down for us, she really exactly showed me who she was. People will show you who they are. And as Mother Maya has told you, the first time someone shows you who they are, believe them. This is what I'm trying to tell my kids the whole time. If we always went on instinct and followed our hearts and do what we knew was right and separated ourselves from people that we knew wasn't right, believe them the first time. But that's why folks need magic. Back in the day, magic used to simply be so you could stay alive. Do you think that people live like that movie, The Witch, without herbs, roots, and stuff like 4th use vinegar and things like that? Do you honestly believe that they would be alive if they didn't have those things? See, now all of those herbs and roots and cleaning agents are taken and made into chemicals Chemicals aren't just pulled out the fucking sky. People don't pull them out their ass. They're made from things found in the earth. So you can choose to do it the new school way or the old school way, but it still came from the earth. That's why you see all this lemon-scented cleanser and pine-scented cleanser in the grocery store. People are sleeping on this. Ladies, be quiet. All of them. All of you. Can you believe these chicks? This is why I can't do live in the middle of the day. Because folks don't know how to shut up. Folks setting stuff on fire in the kitchen. So once she got through telling me about her Muslim friend, I said, you know what? And I'm going to tell you all. I'm learning. And I'm going to tell you all tonight. We're going to spend about 2 hours online tonight. So get ready. Okay? But when I end relationships and conversations with people now, I walk away quietly. Sometimes people make it really impossible for you to do so, and that happened last night because I just wouldn't. Sometimes you have to, Sometimes you have to stand up. Sometimes you have to talk a whole lot of shit. Sometimes you have to cuss people out, and sometimes you just got to let people go. And I just told that woman, because I knew she was going to continue to talk shit, and I was not in the mood to teach her because she didn't get the message the first time when I told her we didn't hate all white people. I said, you know what? My kids got to eat. I didn't explain that they were my nieces and that they could wait or all that bullshit. I was just like, I got to feed my kids. I got to go. All they wanted was hot dogs. I could have done it when I was on the phone with her. But yes, Beverly, girl, I snatched a goddamn wig last night. But we're going to talk about that tonight. Because this is my lunch break. I have a day job. I work at home. And I got to get back to it. Because in the middle of live, I got an email from my boss saying, quick project. There's no such thing as a quick project. You all know that. So, exactly. I was like, goodbye. Not even talk to you later. Not even see you. Because I don't plan on seeing you. Just, I got to go. So, with some people, we're wasting our energy. We're wasting our time. You know, I'm not a real big fan of Hillary Clinton, but one thing she says is true. We got to change laws. We got to make this shit socially and not only morally unacceptable, but socially unacceptable and illegal to do to us. Okay? I'm not worried about changing hearts and minds. I'm not trying to make a racist, not racist. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to in the privacy of your own home. But you're not going to make my life worse because of it. And, you know, people aren't capable of admitting they're wrong. And somebody told me I needed to apologize about some shit last night. But like I said, that's another conversation for later this afternoon. And I have to get to work. But I love you all. And sometimes you just be like, what the fuck? Let me tell my homies what happened. So as practitioners, y'all, tonight I'm going to be online probably 9-ish because as you can tell, I don't get no goddamn peace in the middle of the day. They in here hollering, talking, blasting the TV and setting shit on fire. So yeah, no, I won't be doing it in the middle of the day. So it's going to be like 9-ish Eastern time. Once I have sequestered them in their quarters. Because these kids will fuck up a wet dream. I promise you. But I love them with everything I have. Hey, Star. Thank you, Mama Star. But yes, and thank you, Sophia. And I didn't get to see all of the comments. I'm looking down. But I just wanted to acknowledge you all and, you know, spread this message with your friends. So the understanding of apology and respect, you know, politics and tone policing and all of these things are unacceptable to us. But you know what? Now you have a clear example of what pisses us off. I love you too, Mama Star. And you know, people tell me I hate all white people. I love the shit out of Mama Star. Mama Star knows it. Because she's legitimate. She's real. That's who I love. I love real, authentic people. And I also love people who are willing to listen and own their shit, learn from their experiences. I don't take repeat clients that don't do what the cards told them to do. And then they come back with the same problem or more problems. I'm like, you have to talk to somebody else. I got a job. I don't need the money like that. So, y'all have a blessed day. And I'll see you tonight. Bye.